Cáncer Daily Horoscope, March 23, 2025. As the cosmic energies align on this significant day, Cáncer, you find yourself at a powerful intersection of emotional depth and practical opportunity. The moon, your celestial ruler, journeys through the intense waters of Scorpio, creating a harmonious trine with your sun sign. This water-to-water connection amplifies your natural intuition to extraordinary levels. The day begins with a palpable emotional intensity that might feel overwhelming if you're not prepared. You'll notice yourself picking up on subtle emotional undercurrents that others seem oblivious to. This heightened sensitivity isn't a burden, but rather your superpower today. The universe is essentially providing you with emotional X-ray vision. Use it wisely and with compassion. In your personal relationships, this Scorpio moon activates your fifth house of romance and self-expression, creating ideal conditions for deep, emotional bonding. If you're in a committed relationship, conversations today have the potential to break through surface-level interactions to touch the heart of matters you've both been avoiding. There's a powerful opportunity for emotional healing if you're brave enough to be vulnerable. The Venus position in steady Taurus supports this vulnerability with a foundation of stability and loyalty. For single Cancers, your magnetic emotional depth attracts significant attention today. Someone may enter your life who appreciates the very sensitivity you sometimes try to hide. Look for connections that feel nourishing rather than draining. A potential love interest with prominent water or earth elements in their chart may particularly resonate with your energy today. Trust your instincts about new people. They're especially accurate under this cosmic influence. In your professional sphere, the sun in Aries illuminates your 10th house of career and public standing. This placement brings welcome recognition for your contributions, particularly those requiring emotional intelligence and nurturing leadership. A supervisor or authority figure may finally see the value in qualities you bring that aren't always appreciated in traditional workplace settings. Your ability to care for team members, sense unspoken needs, and create emotional safety. This is an excellent day to present ideas, especially those requiring institutional support or leadership buy-in. Your communication style benefits from Mercury in fellow water sign Pisces, giving your words both emotional resonance and creative flair. Don't be afraid to let your genuine care for outcomes show. Your passion is persuasive today. Financially, interesting developments arise in areas of shared resources as Mars activates your 8th house from innovative Aquarius. This could manifest as unexpected news about investments, inheritance matters, insurance claims, or resources shared with partners. While the news might arrive suddenly, the Venus influence provides stabilizing energy that helps you respond with measured consideration rather than emotional reactivity. This is not a day for major financial decisions unless they've been carefully considered beforehand. The emotional intensity of the day can cloud financial judgment, so for new opportunities, gather information today, but wait at least 48 hours before committing significant resources. Your physical well-being today is intimately connected to your emotional state. The Scorpio moon heightens your body's sensitivity, particularly in the digestive and reproductive systems. Stress management becomes essential. Carve out time for practices that help you process emotions rather than storing them in your body. Water-based therapies hold special power today. Swimming, hot baths with Epsom salts, or even simply increasing your water intake will help maintain your energetic balance. Pay special attention to what your body is telling you about your emotional needs. That tension, headache, or digestive discomfort may be directly connected to emotional boundaries you need to establish or feelings requiring expression. Your body speaks the truth even when your mind tries to rationalize discomfort away. At home, you might feel a strong urge to create a more emotionally nurturing environment. Small changes to your living space that enhance comfort and security will have outsized positive effects today. Consider adding elements that speak to your water nature. Blue and green tones, flowing fabrics, or actual water features like small fountains or fish tanks. Your home is your sanctuary, and today's energy supports creating spaces that truly nourish your sensitive soul. Family matters take on emotional significance today. You might find yourself remembering ancestors or feeling connections to family patterns that have shaped your emotional responses. This awareness isn't meant to burden you, but to offer liberation through understanding. You can consciously choose which family traditions and emotional patterns to carry forward and which to gently release. In friendships and social connections, the day favors depth over breadth. One authentic conversation with a trusted friend feeds your soul more than numerous casual interactions. You may find yourself naturally gravitating towards smaller gatherings or one-on-one meetings. A friend might seek your emotional guidance, trusting your innate ability to listen with compassion. While your nurturing instincts are highlighted today, remember to maintain healthy boundaries. You can support others without absorbing their emotional burdens. Your creative expression flows with particular power today. The fifth house Scorpio moon unlocks your artistic potential, especially for projects that explore emotional depths or transformational themes. Whether you express yourself through writing, music, visual arts, or culinary creativity, allowing your authentic emotions to guide your creative process leads to deeply satisfying results. Creative blocks dissolve when you give yourself permission to express what you truly feel rather than what you think you should feel. Spiritually, this day offers profound connection possibilities. Your psychic receptivity is heightened, making meditation, dream work, or intuitive practices especially rewarding. Pay particular attention to dreams and synchronicities. The universe speaks more directly to you through these channels today. Water rituals hold special significance. Even the simple act of drinking a glass of water with intention becomes a powerful spiritual practice under today's cosmic conditions. As evening approaches, the Scorpio moon's intensity deepens, making the final hours of the day perfect for reflection, intimate conversation, or spiritual practices. Journal writing before sleep helps process the day's emotional insights and prepares your subconscious for meaningful dream work during the night hours. The cosmic message for you today, Cáncer, centers on embracing the power of emotional depth. In a world that often prizes stoicism and detachment, your natural ability to feel deeply and care authentically becomes your greatest strength. The planets align to show you that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the path to your most authentic power and most meaningful connections. Rather than armoring your sensitive heart against potential hurt, today's energy supports creating discerning boundaries that protect while still allowing genuine connection. Like your symbolic crab with its hard shell and soft interior, you're learning the delicate art of when to protect and when to open. Remember, as you move through this emotionally significant day, that the very sensitivity that sometimes feels like a burden in our fast-paced world is actually your greatest gift. Your ability to nurture, to empathize, to create emotional safety for others and yourself isn't just nice. It's necessary for our collective healing. Trust the wisdom of your emotions today, Cáncer. The stars support your journey toward embodying the power of the heart in its fullest, most authentic expression. On March 23, 2025, Cáncer natives will experience a powerful astrological configuration with the sun firmly established in Aries, illuminating your 10th house of career, reputation, and public standing. This creates a cardinal energy that pushes you toward professional visibility and leadership, even though it may feel somewhat uncomfortable for your water-dominant nature. The Aries sun forms a challenging square to your Cáncer energy, demanding action in professional arenas where you might typically prefer a more nurturing approach. Your ruling planet, the moon, travels through expansive Sagittarius on this date, activating your 6th house of daily work, service, and health routines. This mutable fire position creates an emotional atmosphere that's restless, truth-seeking, and philosophically oriented. You may feel a stronger than usual desire to find meaning in your everyday tasks or to expand your wellness practices beyond the conventional. The lunar energy forms a quincunx aspect to your Cáncer sun sign, creating a subtle tension between your emotional needs and your daily responsibilities. Mercury, the cosmic messenger, resides in the deep waters of Pisces, creating a harmonious trine to your Cancer sun. This placement activates your ninth house of higher learning, belief systems, and long-distance matters. Your thought processes are especially intuitive and receptive now, with ideas flowing from the collective unconscious into your awareness. Communication takes on a compassionate, almost telepathic quality, making this an excellent day for spiritual studies, creative writing, or heart-to-heart conversations about philosophical matters. Venus graces the fixed Earth sign of Taurus on this day, occupying your 11th house of friendships, social networks, and future aspirations. This favorable sextile to your Cancer energy brings stability and sensual pleasure to your social connections. Friends may provide not just emotional support, but tangible resources and opportunities. Group activities centered around food, music, or natural settings would prove especially rewarding under this influence. Mars energizes the mutable air sign of Gemini, activating your 12th house of the unconscious, spirituality, and hidden matters. This placement can create a situation where your drive and ambition operate behind the scenes or in psychological realms rather than in obvious external ways. You might feel a nervous energy that's difficult to channel productively, potentially leading to insomnia or vague anxieties if not consciously directed towards spiritual practice, psychological insight, or creative endeavors requiring solitude. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, also journeys through Gemini during this period, joining Mars in your 12th house. This significant placement, which began in 2024, brings growth to your spiritual awareness, psychological understanding, and connection to collective energies. The conjunction of Mars and Jupiter in this sector on March 23rd specifically amplifies the spiritual warrior energy, potentially triggering important dreams, synchronicities, or intuitive breakthroughs that prepare you for the new Jupiter cycle that will begin when it enters Cancer later in 2025. Saturn continues its structured journey through nebulous Pisces, occupying your ninth house of higher education, belief systems, and worldview. This transit brings both challenges and opportunities for building solid foundations in matters of faith, education, and philosophical understanding. Some Cancer individuals may be pursuing advanced degrees or certifications during this period, experiencing both the rewards and demands of disciplined study. Others might be dealing with legal matters requiring patience and perseverance. Uranus, having recently entered Gemini after its lengthy sojourn through Taurus, joins Mars and Jupiter in your 12th house. This creates a powerful triple conjunction that electrifies your unconscious mind, potentially triggering sudden insights, unexpected spiritual experiences, or dramatic psychological breakthroughs. Dreams may be unusually vivid and prophetic under this influence, and your intuition operates at peak capacity, sometimes delivering information faster than your conscious mind can process it. Neptune continues its journey through early Aries, activating your 10th house of career and public image alongside the Sun. This unusual combination blends Neptune's dissolving qualities with Aries' pioneering energy, suggesting that your professional path continues to evolve in ways that align with spiritual purpose, but may lack clear definition. You might be drawn to leadership roles in creative, healing, or spiritual fields, though the Neptune influence can sometimes cloud practical judgment regarding career matters. Pluto, having recently entered Aquarius after its lengthy transit of Capricorn, occupies your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. This generational planet brings profound changes to your approach to finances involving others, investments, taxes, inheritances, or shared assets. Power dynamics in intimate relationships are also highlighted and transformed during this transit, pushing you to evolve beyond protective patterns that may have served you in the past, but now limit your capacity for deep connection. The specific aspect pattern formed on March 23rd creates a mutable T-square between your ruling moon in Sagittarius, Neptune in Aries, and the Mars-Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Gemini. This dynamic configuration activates tension between your daily work environment, 6th house, career aspirations, 10th house, and unconscious patterns or spiritual pursuits, 12th house. The challenge lies in integrating these energies, finding practical ways to express your spiritual insights professionally while maintaining healthy daily routines. The Moon-Neptune square may create temporary confusion around career direction or work responsibilities. You might feel caught between idealism and practicality, unsure of which path aligns with your true purpose. Meanwhile, the Moon's opposition to the planets in your 12th house can trigger emotional reactions based on unconscious patterns, potentially bringing hidden fears or unresolved issues to the surface where they can finally be addressed. For Cancer individuals with the ascendant or significant planets between 15 to 20 degrees of the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, these energies will be felt particularly strongly, as several of the aspects on March 23rd activate these sensitive degrees in your chart. The concentration of planets in your 12th house suggests that this is a period of preparation rather than overt action. You're gathering insights, processing old patterns, and receiving intuitive guidance that will become more relevant once Jupiter enters Cancer later in 2025. This transit will initiate a significant 12-year cycle of personal growth and expansion, making the current preparatory period especially important. The Venus position in your 11th house offers valuable support during this otherwise intense transit. Friendships and community connections provide grounding and pleasure, helping you maintain perspective amid the psychological depth work occurring in your 12th house. Venus in Taurus suggests that practical, sensual enjoyment with trusted friends serves as an important counterbalance to the more nebulous energies elsewhere in your chart. Cancer individuals would benefit from specific practices on this day. Meditation or dream journaling to capture the insights from the 12th house planets. Clear communication about boundaries in professional settings to manage the Sun-Neptune conjunction effects. And intentional social time that provides both emotional and physical nourishment under the Venus in Taurus influence. The overall planetary picture suggests a day of significant inner work, preparing you for an important new cycle of growth that will begin to manifest more tangibly in the coming months. On March 23, 2025, Cancer finds themselves at a fascinating communication crossroads. The Moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Mercury, opening channels of expression that have felt blocked for weeks. This cosmic configuration particularly enhances your ability to articulate emotional needs without the usual hesitation or fear of vulnerability that sometimes holds you back. Words flow more naturally today, carrying the authentic imprint of your feelings. The lunar energy in Scorpio deepens your perceptive abilities, allowing you to read between the lines in conversations and sense unspoken sentiments. This makes it an exceptionally powerful day for meaningful dialogues that address underlying issues. Neptune's influence adds a touch of intuitive knowing to your exchanges. You'll find yourself saying exactly what others need to hear, sometimes before they even realize they need to hear it. For Cancers working in creative fields, this planetary alignment sparks unusual eloquence and imaginative language use. Your writing, speaking, or artistic expression carries extra emotional resonance today. In professional settings, you'll notice increased clarity when explaining complex concepts, making this an ideal day for presentations, important emails, or proposals that require emotional intelligence alongside factual content. Venus, positioned in your communication sector, softens your delivery, ensuring that even difficult messages are received with openness rather than defensiveness. For those studying or teaching, information absorbs more deeply when processed through emotional connection rather than rote memorization. In personal relationships, this is a day when healing conversations can take place. Long-standing misunderstandings might suddenly become clear when approached with the sincere emotional intelligence you're embodying today. Jupiter's expansive energy encourages you to express thoughts you've kept private, especially regarding hopes and aspirations. The typical Cancer cautiousness around self-disclosure relaxes somewhat under this influence. Digital communications benefit from your enhanced emotional expressiveness. Even text messages and emails will carry your distinctive emotional signature, reducing the possibility of misinterpretation. If you've been considering starting a blog, podcast, or social media project that showcases your unique perspective, today's energy strongly supports taking that first step. Your voice carries particular authenticity now. For Cancers in romantic relationships, conversations about future dreams and shared visions flow with unusual ease. Single Cancers may find that opening up about genuine feelings attracts precisely the right kind of potential partner, one who appreciates emotional depth and sincerity. While this day brings predominantly supportive communication energy, be mindful of Saturn's distant square to your sign, which could momentarily trigger old insecurities about being fully understood. Remember that vulnerability, while uncomfortable, leads to the most meaningful connections. When speaking with family members, especially children or parents, you'll find a sweet spot between honesty and compassion that allows for truth without unnecessary friction. Trust your intuition regarding which topics need addressing and which might benefit from continued reflection before discussion. Your natural empathy combines powerfully with today's enhanced verbal precision, making you an excellent mediator if conflicts arise in your environment. Journal writing proves especially cathartic and insightful under today's celestial influences. Insights that emerge through written self-expression could illuminate patterns you've been trying to understand for months. Your capacity to name emotions with precision helps not only yourself, but those around you who might struggle to identify what they're feeling. Overall, March 23 offers Cancer a rare gift of emotional eloquence and communicative clarity. Use it intentionally, knowing that words spoken today have special staying power in the hearts and minds of those who receive them. March 23, 2025 reveals a potent financial landscape for Cancer as your ruling planet. The Moon forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Gemini. This cosmic connection opens channels for monetary expansion you wouldn't typically encounter. Venus, positioned in Taurus in your 11th house, suggests financial opportunities arriving through your social connections and networks. That casual conversation with a colleague or that industry event you've been hesitant about attending could lead to unexpected financial advantages. Pay special attention to discussions that initially seem purely social. They may contain hidden prosperity seeds. Mercury in Aries occupies your 10th house of career and public standing, infusing you with uncharacteristic assertiveness in financial negotiations. This is not your typical energy, Cancer, but the stars are aligning to help you speak up about money matters with unusual confidence. If you've been waiting for the right moment to negotiate a raise, pitch to new clients, or request project funding, March 23 provides cosmic backing for these conversations. Mars in Aquarius activates your 8th house of shared resources and investments, directing your attention toward innovative financial strategies you might normally overlook. The conventional approaches to building wealth may not serve you best today. Consider exploring cutting-edge investment opportunities, particularly in technology sectors, sustainable enterprises, or community-focused ventures. Your intuition about seemingly unconventional financial moves deserves your attention now. Saturn's position in Pisces in your 9th house indicates potential financial growth through education, publishing ventures, or international connections. If you've been considering investing in further training, exploring foreign markets, or developing intellectual property, this planetary influence supports such initiatives. Knowledge-based investments made today could yield significant returns in coming months. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring unexpected developments through your 11th house of future planning. While you typically prefer financial security and predictability, today's energy supports calculated risks, particularly those involving collaborative ventures or group investments. An out-of-the-blue proposal or sudden opportunity through a friend's connection shouldn't be immediately dismissed due to your natural caution. Pluto's position in Aquarius casts transformative energy over your approach to joint finances and investments. Today marks a potential turning point in how you build wealth with partners or manage shared resources. Old financial patterns that no longer serve your highest good may need releasing to create space for more empowering monetary structures. The North Node in Aries indicates your financial growth will come through taking initiative rather than waiting for opportunities to find you. This is a day to actively create financial openings rather than responding to them, an approach that might feel uncomfortable but promises significant rewards. For Cancer business owners, today offers exceptional conditions for launching products or services that address emotional needs or provide comfort. Your natural ability to nurture finds profitable expression now, particularly if you can package it in fresh, forward-thinking ways. If you're employed by others, remain alert for news about financial bonuses, benefits, or unexpected perks. A conversation with management could reveal opportunities you weren't aware existed. Alternatively, a side project might suddenly show surprising profit potential. Your most promising financial moves today include moderate-risk short-term investments, real estate dealings, especially residential properties, family business ventures, loan refinancing to secure improved terms, and exploring passive income streams connected to caregiving industries. However, exercise caution around emotional spending triggered by nostalgia, overcommitting financially to help family members without clear boundaries, neglecting to document financial arrangements due to trust, and hesitating too long on time-sensitive opportunities because of security concerns. For optimal results, balance your natural financial conservatism with today's progressive energy. The cosmic configuration supports stepping slightly outside your comfort zone, particularly in areas connected to home, hospitality, food, or emotional well-being industries. Pay special attention to financial insights arriving through dreams or intuitive flashes, as your natural psychic sensitivity is heightened today, especially regarding material matters. Partnerships formed around financial matters now have strong potential for long-term success, provided they honor your need for emotional security alongside material growth. The evening brings a subtle shift as the moon aspects Neptune and Pluto, suggesting financial revelations may come through quiet reflection or deep conversation with trusted advisors. Being receptive to subtle guidance could uncover hidden opportunities or prevent potential losses. This day ultimately presents you with a financial landscape rich with potential, particularly if you can blend your intuitive nature with calculated innovation. The stars favor financial moves aligning with your personal values and emotional fulfillment rather than purely materialistic pursuits. As March 23, 2025 unfolds, Cancer finds exceptional fortune flowing through several key areas of life. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Gemini, activating your sector of spiritual growth and inner wisdom. This creates a profound day where your intuition becomes your greatest asset. The universe is quite literally speaking to you through signs, dreams, and that unmistakable gut feeling Cancer knows so well. This lunar-Jupiter connection opens channels to higher knowledge that others simply cannot access today. Financial prosperity appears unexpectedly through water-related ventures or emotional labor. Neptune's mystical energy in Aries is stimulating your career sector, bringing opportunities that align with your compassionate nature. Healthcare, counseling, food service, or any profession involving nurturing others could bring surprising monetary rewards or recognition today. Your ability to empathize and truly understand others' needs becomes a marketable skill worth its weight in gold. Home transforms into a particularly fortunate zone today, as Venus casts a loving gaze across your domestic sector. Real estate matters, home improvements, or simply creating a more beautiful living space all carry exceptional luck. If you've been considering selling property, purchasing a new home, or renegotiating a lease, cosmic forces strongly favor these activities now. The value of your property or possessions related to home may increase unexpectedly. Family connections bring unexpected blessings as ancestral energies activate around you. A conversation with a relative, particularly a maternal figure, could reveal information that proves immensely valuable to your future path. Pay special attention to the wisdom of elders today. There's also a strong possibility of healing generational patterns or resolving long-standing family misunderstandings that have created emotional blocks in your life. Water itself becomes a fortunate element for you today. Activities near oceans, lakes, rivers, or even spending time in the bath or shower may trigger profound insights or moments of clarity. The element that naturally resonates with your sign becomes charged with positive energy, offering both emotional cleansing and inspired thinking. Creative projects involving water, whether literal or metaphorical, receive cosmic assistance. Your emotional intelligence reaches new heights under today's astral conditions. While others might struggle to navigate complex interpersonal situations, you're able to read between the lines with uncanny accuracy. This emotional acumen creates opportunities in negotiation, conflict resolution, and building meaningful connections. Trust your ability to understand the unspoken needs and desires of others. It will open doors that remain closed to those less emotionally attuned. Pluto's transformative energy in Aquarius brings fortunate developments through shared resources and investments. Joint financial ventures, inheritances, loans, or matters involving other people's money show favorable outcomes. This is an excellent day to apply for funding, discuss terms of financial partnerships, or restructure debt. The universe supports efforts to transform your relationship with shared wealth and power dynamics around money. Healing work becomes especially potent as Chiron's influence activates your inner healer. Whether pursuing formal therapeutic practices or simply offering a compassionate ear to someone in need, your ability to facilitate emotional healing creates ripples of positive karma that return to you multiplied. Consider volunteering, energy work, or simply being present for someone struggling. These actions align you with profound cosmic blessings. Creative expression channels tremendous fortune today, particularly in the realms of music, poetry, photography, and culinary arts. These Cancer-ruled domains receive amplified cosmic support, allowing your creations to touch others on a soul level. Don't hesitate to share your artistic voice. What might seem simple to you could be exactly the emotional catalyst someone else desperately needs. Your connection to the past serves as an unexpected gateway to future prosperity. Traditions, heirlooms, antiques, or historical knowledge all carry special significance and potential value today. You might discover that something passed down through generations holds greater worth, both emotionally and financially, than previously recognized. Honor your lineage and the wisdom of those who came before you. Nurturing connections with influential women brings particularly fortunate outcomes on this day. Female mentors, colleagues, friends, or family members create pathways to opportunity that might otherwise remain hidden. The divine feminine energy flows strongly through your interactions, making this an ideal time to seek guidance or collaboration with women who inspire you. Their support creates protected space for your growth and success. As the day concludes, remember that your greatest fortune always stems from honoring your emotional truth and intuitive wisdom. While other signs might find luck through action or intellectual pursuits, Cancer's blessings consistently manifest when you remain authentic to your feeling nature. Trust the ebb and flow of your emotional tides. They're carrying you precisely where you need to be, especially today when the cosmos so strongly favors your natural rhythms and nurturing spirit. As the morning of March 23, 2025 unfolds for Cancer natives, there's a notable shift in your social landscape. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Venus in Pisces, creating an especially nurturing energy for your social connections. This alignment opens doors for deeper emotional bonding and creates a magnetic quality to your presence that others find irresistible. You might notice friends and acquaintances being more drawn to your compassionate nature today. Mars in Gemini activates your 12th house of unconscious patterns, which might initially seem contradictory to social flourishing. However, this placement actually helps you break through some long-standing social anxieties that have been operating beneath the surface. You may suddenly find yourself able to articulate feelings about relationships that you've struggled to express before. The Sun in Aries is illuminating your 10th house of public reputation, creating interesting crossovers between your professional connections and personal friendships. A colleague might become something more today, perhaps a genuine friend, or even a potential romantic interest if you're open to it. This blending of social circles brings fresh energy to both domains of your life. Jupiter and Saturn form an interesting aspect today that directly impacts your 11th house of social networks and community. This creates a perfect balance between expansion and structure in your social world. You might receive an invitation to join a group or community that aligns deeply with your values and offers long-term growth potential. This isn't just about casual socializing, there's something more meaningful developing here. Mercury in Pisces enhances your intuitive understanding of others' unspoken needs, making you an exceptional listener today. People may seek you out specifically for your empathetic ear. While this can be energetically demanding, it also strengthens bonds and positions you as a trusted confidant in your social circles. Pay attention to subtle cues in conversation. You're picking up on much more than what's being explicitly stated. Your tendency toward emotional self-protection, so natural to Cancer, is gently challenged today by Uranus in Gemini, which encourages spontaneity in your social approaches. Breaking your usual patterns of interaction could lead to surprisingly fulfilling connections. Consider accepting last-minute invitations or reaching out to someone you've been meaning to connect with but haven't found the perfect moment for. Neptune's influence brings a dreamy quality to your social interactions today. While this enhances emotional connection, it also requires discernment. Not everyone deserves access to your sensitive inner world, Cancer. The stars encourage selective vulnerability, opening up to those who have demonstrated trustworthiness while maintaining healthy boundaries with newer acquaintances. Pluto's transformative energy touches your one-on-one relationship sector today, suggesting that a particular friendship or social connection has the potential to undergo profound evolution. This might manifest as a heart-to-heart conversation that changes how you see each other, or perhaps an unexpected situation that tests and ultimately strengthens your bond. The asteroid Chiron forms a significant aspect to your sun sign today, highlighting opportunities for healing through social connection. You might find yourself in conversations that touch on past wounds related to belonging or acceptance. Rather than shying away, the cosmic energy supports addressing these tender spots within the context of supportive relationships. For Cancers in committed partnerships, today brings opportunities to expand your joint social circle. Attending gatherings together could introduce both of you to new friends who appreciate your authentic dynamic. Single Cancers might find that friends play matchmaker today, and surprisingly, their intuitions about compatibility could be remarkably accurate. Digital connections receive cosmic highlighting today as well. Social media interactions might lead to meaningful opportunities for connection rather than just surface-level engagement. A message from someone you haven't heard from in some time could rekindle an important friendship that simply needed time and space to evolve. Your emotional intelligence is particularly heightened today, giving you the ability to navigate complex group dynamics with grace. In any gathering, you'll naturally sense who needs support, who's in conflict, and how to create harmony. This makes you an invaluable presence in any social setting, the one who subtly ensures everyone feels included and appreciated. Family connections, always important to Cancer, take on additional significance today. A relative might introduce you to someone who becomes an important social connection, or family gatherings could expand to include friends, creating a beautiful blending of your different social circles. This cross-pollination enriches both spheres of your life. As evening approaches, the moon shifts into a position that encourages reflection on the day's social exchanges. You might feel a gentle pull toward processing these interactions through creative expression, perhaps journaling about new connections made or insights gained through today's conversations. This integration helps you absorb the benefits